cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Cause I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you fuck with me, I put my foot in your ass. See, I don't give a fuck cause I keep belling. Yo, what the fuck are they yelling?
Don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head.
Coming to you from the Edge Podcast Studios at South Mountain, Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to the Edge Podcast with Mike G.
What's up, Mike?
Oh man, I'm excited to have you in here.
Wow,
You know why?
Excited to be here. Why's that?
Because you're funny. You're just straight up funny, dude.
Oh man.
This is Mike G. You're on the Edge Podcast with Mike G, and we're in studio today with Aaron K.
Word.
What up, Aaron K?
What up?
Play. Let's take a look at this homeboy. Right? See, you and I could be brothers with that hairline.
Yeah, right.
Right? We also have another special guest in studio, K-Aloha A.
Hello.
Say hello, K-Aloha.
Hello. Hi.
All right. So this is going to be a fun podcast because we didn't really think about what it was that we were going to do.
No, we're kind of just going into it.
Well, you know, the one thing that I did write down was the fact that I've got some bullet points to introduce you. Okay,
right.
so you ready for this? This is my professional radio, I don't know, what do you call it? Introduction of Aaron K.
Because you kind of sound more like a strip club DJ right now, but
you
keep
know,
going.
That's cool. Thank you. I used
on
to
the
be
stage next is Dakota.
Dakota. I don't know. I was thinking Mindy. I don't know. Anyway, so Aaron K. So first of all, you're a professional prick.
That's right.
I don't know how you become professional at that, but you're also an aspiring hypocrite.
That's right.
And comedian.
That loosely termed.
Loosely termed comedian.
Yeah.
But you're a funny motherfucker, dude. That's for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit about yourself and try to be funny.
Well, I studied at Juilliard, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Actually, I'm a little bit outside of Detroit, Michigan. I moved here for work in Arizona, and met some really cool people so far, and met you at work, Mr. Mike. You said, come on my podcast and say funny shit, so here I am.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. And it was funny because when we first met, I think we went to Local Patron or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're doing lunch and we're sitting there, and I think I was drinking like a vodka Red Bull.
Yeah.
And you guys were drinking water, and we had the fucking laugh.
Oh, we were laughing like idiots the whole
hilarious.
time. Yeah.
So you totally got to be on. You've been on a podcast before, right? Like you are part of a podcast.
That's right.
Give a shout out to.
It's called Recovered.
Mhm.
Recovered Cast, I think. Actually, Recovered. It's out of the Canton, Michigan area. It's a podcast based around recovery, alcohol addiction, any kind of addiction, really. Check it out. It's been up for a few nominations as far as awards go.
Nice.
It's just a great podcast.
Yeah. Who's running the podcast? What's his name?
The guy's name is Mark.
Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go by Mark S.
Mark S. And I go by Mike G for that same reason because I'm in recovery.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Well, I'm recovering from lack of alcohol. So.
Oh.
Stupid.
There we go.
That was a bad fucking
Wah,
joke.
wah, wah, wah.
And I get hecklers all the time. It's awful, man. Hecklers, you know. And then I Lyft drive at night. In the middle of the fucking night, I'm taking drunk people from place to place, right, just to make ends meet, which is funny because I'm actually admitting that on live or recorded podcast. But I get a lot of great material, man.
Oh,
I
I'm
recommend
sure, yeah.
become a Lyft driver, dude. You fucking get so much material.
I have a general disdain for humankind, so I don't know if I can handle it, but what can I say?
I don't know so the genetic, right? So
Yeah.
Mom and dad kind of taught you that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
General misanthropy. So that's why I'm a Slayer fan.
All right.
Obviously.
Yeah, the first thing I asked you, I said, hey, what do you want to listen to? What do you want to watch? And or are there any websites that you like? And then you rattle off a couple pretty interesting ones, and then you said, yeah, man, and I just bought the next Slayer album, and I'm like, oh fuck, well we can put that up there, I think.
It's disgusting.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say definitely.
You got to get you in front of the mic a little bit.
Definitely watch it with not children around.
Okay.
Or with children, I don't care.
Oh, the Edge
Whatever you wanna
podcast
do.
is adult friendly, and it'll fuck children up. So I recommend, explicit lyrics, warning in front of everything. So we don't recommend children watch this particular broadcast or podcast at all.
Yeah.
Like none of them.
No, no,
not just this one. None of them.
I've listened to a few of them. You guys were pretty.
Oh, they were tame, but that's for because they were previews. It was like a promo.
Well, you got a
like that.
professionalism to you. You're not,
Yeah.
you know, I've heard some podcasts where it's just a fucking train wreck, but I mean, you're good. You got talent as far as
Thank you.
broadcasting goes.
Thank
so.
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And you know, I'm looking for a manager, by the way.
Are you? I could probably get you booked at a Chili's or something, but.
Nice.
You're
Chili's? Shit, that's a step up from what I'm doing now, dog. Were you ready to get on this?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. I know that guy.
Yeah?
We did time together.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Somebody's on their period.
Yep. Oh, shit, disgusting. Oh, see, that's just gratuitous. Danny Trejo, did you see that? Danny Trejo.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Hold on, can we pause for 1 second?
Yeah. Okay, what?
Anybody notice that all the prison, most of the guys in here are white guys?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
come on, let's be
I noticed
honest.
it. Well, there's 3 black guys right there.
Okay,
and
all
4th
right,
black
you
guy.
got me. You got me.
All right, so yeah,
All right.
yeah. I mean, it's equal opportunity discussed. I
All
mean,
right.
Ow.
That's not going to be on MTV. Punch in the face.
Come on, Danny.
There he is. I would say these guys are getting old. I mean, look at these guys. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, not the arm. Oh, geez.
Oh my God. Fight the curb. Fight the curb.
Yep. Oh, he's going to curb stomp him. Oh, God. Oh.
Damn, Danny. Shit.
Oh my God. Drops the head.
Some motherfuckers just can't get ahead.
So he'll never be the head of a major corporation. It's not a way to get ahead in life.
So, would you like a little head?
That was disgusting. I think we all need to go to church right now because
That was church, bro.
That was metal church right
Oh
there.
my god, that was awesome, dude.
You like the Slayer?
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right,
These
good.
guys are sick. Yeah, they are getting old, aren't they?
Oh man,
God damn, dude.
which makes me feel old because my first concert was Slayer in '95. I was 15.
Oh Jesus.
So
Yeah, you're ancient now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm at least twice as ancient as you, dude.
You look good though.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's show everybody how looking good, right? See, and you're also a fucking liar. Weren't you a hypocrite or something like that? Weren't you, aspiring hypocrite and liar? Oh, and comedian.
There we go.
Thank you. Appreciate the
Mostly
compliment.
liar and hypocrite.
Yeah. So what's great is that Danny Trejo, like, right? He's a recovering addict,
That's
and
right.
alcoholic, and he really fucking turns it on, man.
Yeah.
Like that guy's great. He's been around. He's got a great story. You
Yeah.
heard his story?
Oh yeah.
That guy's solid, man. He's a Superman. So anyway.
I actually know some guys in the program who met him here in Arizona. He does like these tours where he goes and he speaks and
Yeah.
at schools and stuff like that, and just kind of tells kids, you know,
He's
this is-
active, man. He's
You're
out
right.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
He's done a lot of work, and he's done, it's interesting how he even got on or became an actor, right? Because he was going to he was working and doing like construction and stuff like that.
Right.
But then there were guys that, were addicts and they were on set, and he would go and help them out and shit. And one guy, like, somebody saw him,
Yeah.
right? And they were like, "Oh, you'd be perfect for this prison movie."
Yeah.
Right. And so he ended up fucking becoming an actor after that, just like Forrest Gump, man.
Yeah,
fucking, the feather just flew that way.
Why can't I have breaks like
I'm
that?
telling you, man.
You know?
You'd be great. You'd be great as Forrest Gump. We should do a second.
There it was.
Like, can I be Bubba?
Sure. Fuck yeah.
The Bubba Gump shrimp motherfucker.
Mike, you're my only friend.
It's true. You got to carry my ass out of the jungle so we can have some shrimp barbecue. Yeah, man. I love that movie. All right, well, it's all on you, bro. Pressure's up.
So
Talk about whatever.
yeah.
So what do you do for a living, really?
So I work in security, information security. Trying to basically what I do is I keep rich people rich. That's the way I look at it.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, so you're part of the problem.
I'm definitely part of the
Yeah.
problem. I'm really disgusted by it, but it pays well.
That's true.
You know, so and that's tough for me because I'm a very idealistic person.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And have my
So
political. and
you're like into
beliefs and-
socialism and
Some would call me a socialist.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome.
So I
So-
go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, so me too, a little bit, but I'm more of like I think if you were to categorize me anything, you would probably say something like, yeah, he's like a fiscal conservative. I'm definitely a capitalist. I'm all about, anything worth doing is worth getting paid for. So I'm a capitalist.
Yeah.
But when it comes to social things, the social, how our world is impacted, I really am a socialist, man. I'm like, let's help these people out, man. Not a free ride, right? I'm not interested in that.
Sure.
But I am interested in those people who can't do for themselves. We should help them.
Sure.
In some way, right?
Yeah. Right.
And
I think it's our obligation. It's a human obligation to help other people.
come on, that's exactly it. Has nothing to do with borders or anything else. It's
Right.
just they're human beings.
So how do you feel about these refugees? What's your opinion on as far as the president allowing 10,000
Refugees into the
Yeah.
country.
Syrian refugees?
You know what? I think it's probably
'Cause I
needed,
think they're moving in next door.
and I don't know really.
Well, Arizona.
Okay.
You know.
I really don't know anything about it. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah. He's letting in 10,000 refugees. From my opinion, it's the humane thing to do.
Yeah.
There's obviously a lot of that's what I'm looking for.
It's controversial.
Yeah, it's controversial. It's
Because even right now, as I think about it, like there's so much conspiracy around Obama, and that he's a Muslim and he's really an Islamist.
right.
Like there's if you look at his policies, and then people are like pointing out this. Well, if he was really an American, he was interested in America, he wouldn't be doing these things with Iran and all this
Sure.
other shit. And so the question is, well, what if he really is an Islamic, sympathizer, and I mean terrorist sympathizer, and he's letting in 10,000 terrorists? Now, I would have a fucking problem with that.
Right.
However, somebody's gonna know it, right? I mean, these terrorists try to operate in the dark, but somebody's gonna fucking know that guy wants to blow people up.
Well, I mean, I agree with that to the point where it's these people are at least projectedly like moderates trying to leave a radicalized area.
Fuck yeah,
They want to get away from that war,
That shit's going on,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And here's the weird thing about these people that are doing these radical things that are here in the States. These aren't first generation people.
Right.
These are second generation, third generation who are very Americanized and, have didn't have this connection with their heritage, and that kid in Boston and that other kid in
deeply
wherever.
despise America.
Exactly.
They've been here long enough, or they were raised here, whatever. And now we got some assholes shooting at us on the fucking here in Arizona, Phoenix.
What is going on?
Some guy fucking shooting at people, and who knows what caliber. I've heard multiple different calibers that are being used, from a 22 caliber. What was it? A fucking pellet gun, or an actual 22? Yeah, right. Oh yeah. Oh, you can fucking take big hole like that in the side of a semi with a pellet gun.
With a pellet gun?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I was born at night, just not last night.
Right.
So, and then, or a 22 or a 223. So they're not sure. They're thinking it's within that caliber range, but the power of the bullet, where'd it come from, they don't know. So if he was up on a bridge or something like that shooting, he could probably, with the decent, maybe not too much distance, he could hit us with a 22.
Yeah.
But if he's any further away, he's going to need something a little bit, higher powered. And the velocity has to be pretty fast.
Yeah.
And so who knows? Because he's fucking missed. He's a shitty fucking shot. He hasn't hurt anybody or anything like that. He's just knocking out windows and.
But that's kind of ceased, hasn't it? There hasn't been one, or he's just going. It's been the weekend though. He's just going after the rush hour traffic.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he's probably a.
You think he's next to a car, like he's driving right next to the car, maybe? Or
No, I think he just
he's in a hide.
Did you ever see that movie with Michael Douglas? Falling Down. Did you ever see the movie Falling Down? That's him. He got fired from his job. He was sick of the grind, and now he's taking it out on everybody. That's
dude.
what he's doing.
You feel a little bit bad for that fucker, man. And he's got a sandwich packed in his little briefcase, and he's walking around with these fucked up glasses, and he can't get laid. I feel sorry for the guy.
So do I.
We just made all that
probably
up.
a good guy. He's probably a really good guy.
I'm
sure he's
just lost his fucking mind, and
he needs a job.
He needs a job.
Well,
Well, there's always a fucking Home Depot.
That's right.
It's good enough for the Mexicans. It's good enough for that crazy, wacky motherfucker.
That's
What are you laughing about?
It just fucking. Man, I just feel so bad for the
I
fucker.
feel so bad for the shooter. I mean, God, we gotta get that guy a job and employed.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
He's probably like, I'm too afraid to go down to the unemployment office, because he's gonna get singled out,
He's not deeply embarrassed.
Fuck yeah, I'd be embarrassed, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
I went ape shit for a few weeks.
Hey, didn't mean it.
Shot some people.
I didn't mean
tried
it.
to fucking, but I'm trying to find my way out of that now.
That's right.
That's right.
I'll bet you anything that he's like a youth pastor on the weekends, right? He's like, no, if I was gonna profile him, I would make him as fucking, squeaky clean as possible, so that he's the guy that nobody knows is really doing it. It's like you see all those movies that come out, right? Like, I can't believe he did that, and oh man, he was the greatest guy. And then you find out, he was fucking luring children into his, 2-bedroom apartment and hacking them up in 1 bedroom and putting right like that guy.
Well, the dude from the DC shooter.
Yeah.
Nobody expected that to be a black guy. Everybody was thinking some right-wing nut job who, militia, militant guy, and things like that, and wasn't the case.
That motherfucker he was a good shot too, man.
Yeah.
Scary fucking shit.
Yep.
If terrorists really, this is not like to tell terrorists how to fuck with us. Okay, that's not it. But really, if terrorists want to fuck with us, all they got to do is drive a, fucking bomb-ridden car up onto an overpass or whatever.
Sure.
Or what is it? The 101 to 202, how that goes over, and just blow that fucking thing up.
Yep.
Right. And you kill all those people there, and then all of a sudden, all the EMTs and everybody start showing up, and then you have a couple well-placed car bomb fucking down the way, and then you start blowing motherfuckers up like that. I promise you, everybody the next day, everybody will be working remote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And in fact. I hate going into work.
Go to work on Monday.
I hate going into work. Fuck work, man. Sorry.
That's all right.
We'll delete that part.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It was a good idea. Shit.
There's so many creative things that you could do.
Right?
Right? If you really were like, my job is to do ops, there are so many fucking ways to do that.
Absolutely.
It's Sad,
I've
but
got a
true.
VPN connection. My internet works most of the time, and yeah.
Have you ever wanted to not do something so much that there was a fleeting moment where you thought about calling in a bomb threat? Like, have you ever actually had that thought? I'll admit it right now. I've had that thought.
Plead the fifth.
Like, oh God, I don't want to
Plead the
go
fifth
to
on
this
one.
wedding.
Plead the fifth on this one. Well, shit, it was your wedding day.
Well, I mean,
You know.
I really didn't want to go.
Yeah. I can't blame you.
Mm.
Hey, there's a brand of crazy that is actually very attractive to me. Some women that have that brand of crazy, and I was doing karaoke last night.
Yeah.
And I was with my friend Stacey Shepard, and it's a guy, and
Okay.
he is a pro rodeo fucking team roper, and he's what's
A what?
pro rodeo team roper.
Okay.
Okay, that's the two guys come out of the chute and they're following the little calf.
Yeah.
The little right, and the calf is like taking off, and he throws the rope at the head. He's a header, and then the other guy throws a rope at the legs, and
He's
they
a
catch.
legger?
He,
No? Okay.
Actually, yeah, he is. Well, he's called a healer, but people call him a legger also.
Okay.
So, but it sounds a little, like something else,
Right.
the N word. So they call them healers, okay? And so what happens is they got to wrap both the legs up, right, and then yank on it, and the time stops. And that's a sport.
That's how that works?
Fuck yeah,
I
that's
did
a
not know
sport,
that.
dude. The one guy's got to get the head, and the other guy's got to get the legs, and then the time stops, and that's a sport. So he's really good at it. Like he's on his way to be like a world champion at this shit.
All right.
Anyway, he's like, I love karaoke, and I says, all right. So we did a podcast yesterday.
Sure.
So I take him to Gallagher's, hashtag Gallagher's in Phoenix, Arizona, 32nd Street Baseline. I love these guys. Jake's the manager. Fucking go see him. Best burgers on this side of town.
Sliders were good.
Yeah, right. And you've been there with me. So we did karaoke there, and there's this one woman, and I hope at some point to actually get to meet her and maybe even like interview her, but not here at my house because she's fucking crazy. And so I'm serious, man. She is, and she's like tall, like 6 foot tall. She's blonde. She's pretty. She's got a nice body, but one of the guys that I hang out with out there, his name is Albert. And she accused him of roofing her fucking drink.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, and the whole story was, they were hanging out. He invited her back to the house. They went back to the house with her friend. So it was 3 of them.
Right.
And then she passed out because she was drunk on his couch. But then she started telling everybody that he roofied her and fucked her. And like, these are people in our community.
Yeah.
And so he told me about that. And I was like, I believe him. I mean, Albert's a good guy. And anyway, and she does look fucking batshit crazy, dude. She does. But it's kind of attractive.
Oh
A little
man,
bit.
I so hate
Just a
to
little bit.
agree with you on this, but I do.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah, like if I look back at my track record, they've all been pretty fucking crazy. But I mean, in case she listens to this, my current girlfriend is very composed and down to earth, and
good.
she's a good,
Good.
yeah.
Okay.
So
A little twitch there, bro.
yeah, right.
Glad I caught that.
Love
So
you.
anyway, so what about you? Do you have any batshit crazy guy stories to tell us? Like, you do actually. Okay, we're gonna skip that.
And next person.
Back to you. All right, Aaron. So anyway, so we've hung out a few times, had some beers and stuff, right?
Yeah, we partied. We've done
Oh, yeah.
watched you guys do karaoke.
Yeah.
With our good friend Ben.
Ben, when is Ben Gates gonna be on here, man?
I was trying to get him out tonight, but he
What-
wasn't.
yeah.
He's just
Oh,
man,
God.
that dude. He's Ben.
Yeah,
What can we
Ben.
say? I'm sure he doesn't
He's
want us.
flaky, man. That motherfucker. No, not
Is he
really.
flaky?
No, I don't. No,
Oh, I was gonna, okay.
He's actually really a solid
I
dude.
say, I'm
just-
flaky.
Well,
He's-
yeah, you're the one that's flaky, but Ben's Ben is fun, man. Like he invited me out. I think I met him at one of the functions.
Yeah.
That the company had. We are not going to say the name of the company, but we were at a function together, and I think it was like a happy hour or something. And I'm taking selfies, which is something I do. I love to fucking take my life and just put it on, blast.
Sure.
And so we're like taking pictures of him, and we just connected, man, because he's just like that guy. He's cool. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man. When I first met him, he had this big fucking bushy beard, right?
Yeah.
And then he cut it.
And then he had no chin.
And then he had, yeah.
I love the guy, but he doesn't have a chin. I'm sorry.
So I walk into work one day, and here's this guy, right? And he's got like a short beard or what? Oops, fuck. He's got a short beard, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, who's the new guy? Apparently, everybody was doing that. Hey, how long you been with the company? He's like 6 months. The fuck are you talking about, man? Because he just cut his beard. He didn't shave it. He just cut it.
Yeah.
It's funny, man. He's crazy. I love Ben though. He's good. And then he does the best fucking rendition of Britney Spears, right?
Yeah, it was
Oops, I Did It Again.
It was like metal. It was like hardcore. He was screaming into the mic.
It was screamo. Fuck, dude. And you should have seen the response from everybody after he did it, dude. The entire bar was like, yeah.
People were going nuts.
They did. They went nuts. He's a fucking rock star, that guy, man. We got to get him on.
Yeah, he's a psycho.
Hashtag Ben Gates is a rock star.
Yep.
That's it. Get involved.
Get involved.
All right. So what are we looking at here on the screen, dude?
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. I like that guy.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too.
Hold on. Let me put this up on the wall. Here we go. Boom. So what is this? What is this? You told us to go to the Science Channel and look up something, right? Through the Wormhole. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah, this is Through the Wormhole. I've been watching this a lot lately. This show is just mind-blowing. And
Dude.
yeah, especially, I mean, I used to do a lot of drugs, so, I mean, this is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
But,
I should probably go smoke a bowl and turn this on. Hold on.
right.
Can our minds be hacked? I want to watch this a little bit. How long is these? Do you know?
They're kind of long.
Are they?
But that's
Well,
just the preview, though. That's the 28-second preview.
Okay, let's get a sense of this. Let's see what this is all about. Hello. With Morgan Freeman.
If your thoughts can be decoded, could they be altered? This neuroscientist and entrepreneur is pushing the boundaries of brain manipulation with a device that could turn amateurs into experts in a single day.
I know Kung Fu.
Right. Enter the Matrix.
Fuck yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know Kung Fu.
I'd fucking love to do that.
Oh, look at this. This is another one. Will we survive first contact? You seen some of the videos of UFOs and shit that have been all over the planet lately?
Oh, yeah.
Most
man.
kids in the 40s and 50s grew up reading tales of adventure on other worlds. And most of us imagined we were Earth's first line of defense against alien invaders. These days, I would like to think we were wrong, that extraterrestrials might be friendly.
Nice shot.
But many scientists believe basic forces of biology make aggressive aliens a safer bet.
Yeah, probably. Interesting shit, man. So
It's a very cool show.
yeah, dude, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm into this.
I like that mind hacking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fuck
There's a
yeah.
bunch of episodes on there, like these far out concepts, like really fringe stuff, like stuff that
That's a great show, by the way. Fringe.
every time I say that comment, people say that. I was talking to Ben about this,
Sorry.
and I said about this. He goes, "I love that movie or show Fringe."
Great.
No, bring it back, Ben.
'Kay.
And he goes,
My
but
name's
it's really
Michael.
like weird, or
ahead.
Michael,
Yeah.
really weird topics. And, like one was like is there a master race? So they did this breakdown of genetics and things like that's controversial shit.
Yeah,
you know, that's
yeah,
kind of
totally,
stuff,
yeah.
right? So they do all these kind of like tests, and there's these
Yeah.
people out there that like are bringing in data and whatnot, and just very fringe kind of weird stuff that is actually happening in the science world.
So,
Wow,
question:
really?
Was Hitler right?
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
Don't say, I'm sorry.
So,
I'm-
so I've been to a concentration camp.
Have you? Yeah. Well, he was a dick. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Fucking Hitler's on blast on my fucking podcast. That's all I'm saying. He was a prick.
That's taking a stand right there. I
Right?
mean, come on, you're a bold guy there,
Thank you.
Mr. Mike.
Thank you. Putting Hitler on blast. I think I'm a little late. Was it a little late?
Little
late for that?
Yeah.
A little late for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. At least I took a stand. Fuck you. What are you doing?
You know, only
So you were in a concentration camp. Hold
I
on. Just
did.
tell us about this.
It-
Fucked you up, huh?
Okay. So here's the story, right?
Okay.
In grade school, one of our teachers gave us a big long fucking speech
Right.
and was like, "Look, there's this thing called World War II, blah 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 blah." I don't remember how old I was, right? But he made us. Our parents had to sign these release forms,
Mm-hmm.
and then we watched footage from fucking concentration camps.
Right. Right.
And me and my friends were like, "Holy fucking shit! This is real. This is in black and white and shit."
Yeah.
You know? And after that week, it was like a week-long focus just on this. I said, all right, I'm going to go.
It's like Shark Week. Concentration camp week. Sorry.
Good. Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to go.
Right.
I'm making this promise to myself right now. I have to go see what the fuck this was like. And so in 2006, my dad and I went.
Where was this again?
In Dachau.
Okay.
In Germany.
Sure.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
So it was actually the smallest concentration camp. It was the first. And you think, but I didn't really know what I was walking into when I went. She's like, oh yeah, if I can go into a concentration camp, right? Family vacay.
Oh, God.
And
Jesus Christ.
this is my dad. This is...
Fuck.
My dad's a little
Jesus, Dad.
intense, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's like, so we got to fucking go do this.
Yeah.
And so I went, and it was fucking mind-blowing.
This is why I love you, because you fucking say fucking so fucking much.
I can't help it. I've tried to reel
You're like
it in.
You're like a sailor.
So I've tried to reel that shit in,
the
right?
Navy. Go ahead.
No, but anyways,
so your
though,
fucking dad was taking you to the fucking concentration camp during concentration camp week.
yeah, like Shark Week.
Yeah.
And
We're going to capitalize on that. Maybe we can get some advertising. You should talk to them.
It's a great show. It's a great.
By the way, you're looking at our director of marketing and CEO of awesomeness, Ke Aloha A. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the size and immensity, I don't even know what to say. You
Yeah.
literally have to experience it. You walk, it's like a regular football, like a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you took fucking one of the stadiums and then multiplied it by, I mean, my brain is, it's been a few years, right? But if you multiplied it by about 8 or 9, that's a small one.
Wow.
It's a small one.
Wow.
It's small.
Yeah.
And you walk, and there's the towers, and there's the
shit.
fucking, the ovens, and you're just like, I mean, it's the feeling and the mood and everything in the space is insane.
There's got to be a lot of ghosts there. I would say that not to be funny at all.
No, of course not.
But that's a tragic way to die. Well, it's a tragic way to die.
Oh, yeah.
Really fucked up.
Understatement.
Yeah, big time. I'm the king of understatements. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can feel the emotion right now.
It was fucking just crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy shit. And I found this rock. I wish I had the rock because it'd be perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear to God, it was formed like in this, like a hand. And one side was completely smooth,
Mm-hmm.
like you'd been banging on it. And it looked like an old rock. Now, I mean, it's just my imagination and shit, you know, because I'm creative.
Sure.
But I swear to God, it fit right in my hand. And I was like, because it's like it's like a structure,
Mm-hmm.
like a big fucking
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, some person could have been like banging or who knows what.
Sure.
It was insane though. And there was all these different places and all these different, you see the train tracks and it's like, wow, that's a small one. So,
Fuck that guy,
yeah,
man.
sorry we took this to like a totally dark place,
Yeah.
but you know,
Okay,
hey.
reset.
that's
Let's do
cool.
it again.
Anyways,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
That was good. No shit, because I mean, I've been to Yad Vashem. I mean, or not Yad Vashem in Washington D.C. There's the Memorial Museum, Holocaust Memorial. You can't even call it a memorial. Holocaust Museum. It's not a memorial. They'll actually fuck with you if you say that.
Yeah.
Memorial. It's a Holocaust museum, and you go through four or five. I think it's 4 levels or 4 floors,
Sure.
and you get to this one floor, and this is the one where I lost it. I was in tears, man.
Mm.
You're walking by, and on both sides of you, in this little, it's like a walkway, but you can see down to the other floor.
Okay.
You can see up,
Okay.
and then as you're walking by, on either side of you is a wall, and filled with little children's shoes on both sides.
Jesus.
Yeah, no shit, man.
There
Fuck.
is a Shalotsky's Deli
Hmm.
over, I think it's on Baseline,
Yeah.
and they make the best bagel.
Don't they?
Oh man, bagels and lox.
Yeah.
Mm.
Love
What
it.
the fuck, man?
That was my only experience right
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
nice
about it, right?
That was
Segue.
it.
That was good.
Yeah.
You're like, so there's this
Deep.
bagel place.
There's this bagel place.
Oh man,
Yeah.
good timing.
And Shalotsky's, that's definitely a Jewish name for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and mad love for the Jews.
Oh, yeah.
for sure. I'm keeping it real. Anyway,
Keep it real.
all right. So moving right along.
Next topic.
Yeah, aliens, man. What the fuck? Are they here? Are they coming? Are they? Do they just want to fuck our women? What's up?
I think it's a statistic probability that there is other life out there
Yeah.
because the 5 most common five most common like carbon, nitrogen
Elements.
are found everywhere in the universe, and we're carbon based.
Yeah.
So the odds are there
We're
being something
star
else.
children.
We are star
We're star
children.
children.
That's right. We're born. We have the same stuff. We're made of star stuff.
I had a new age crystal wearing, dreadlock, pot smoking hottie tell me that we were star children. So I believe her.
It's the truth.
It is.
It's the truth.
I don't know where she's from. I think Sedona, but anyway.
Surprise.
Vortex.
Yeah.
Yep. I got a vortex in my vagina. Do you want to see it? She actually said that. No, I'm kidding. I said yes. Anyway.
And his penis was never seen from again.
I think it time traveled to a new universe. Anyway, if I could just get my old penis back, that'd be great. You know. Anyway, I don't.
Well, oddly enough, everything about me is getting older except for down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we see?
Well, I think it's because of the constant application of lotion.
Yes.
That would make that.
You know, that's going to make it softer, more supple.
Think about
right?
it. Yeah.
It's going to look like, I don't know, a 19-year-old girl, maybe?
Oh, I don't know.
So. Anyway, have you ever thought about doing politics? Because we just ruined your fucking career.
I've ruined my career
Sorry, dude.
years ago, and I've signed my.
Never be a senator.
Right, I'm going to hell. And
just everybody should know, if you come on the podcast, you're probably giving up your political career forever.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're fucking Game of Thrones. I don't know. Then your political career is solidified.
Game of Thrones.
What?
Wow.
Stop it. I'll throw you out right now.
So Donald Trump, that guy's a psycho, huh?
What the fuck is that guy all about, man?
I don't know, man.
I'm Mexican, so I hate him.
I think he is.
I'm angry.
He's like the Manchurian candidate.
Probably, yeah, right?
You know what I mean? He was
fuck! I never even thought, dude. You're the first one to bring that up.
He was placed by the
Obama.
Democrats because he got a call before. Bill Clinton gave him a call before he announced. So I think he's in place to sabotage the Republican Party.
He's doing it. He's fucking brilliant.
Yep.
You know, and so the other, like, I don't know all the candidates. I know a couple of them, right? So there's this guy Ben, and then there's Chris Christie, which fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. He's, you know, and I don't have a problem.
So are you a Republican or a Democrat?
I'm a Republican, man.
Are you?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
I've been a card-carrying Republican my whole life. I could show it to you. It's in my wallet.
Really?
Yeah. And
So then let me ask you this: as a Mexican, is that weird? Because there's just so much like fervor, it seems, in the right towards Mexican people.
Right,
and I know they say it's towards illegals, but I'm sorry, man. It's thinly veiled racism.
It is. It's
thinly veiled. Nicely said.
Thank you.
Yeah, well said. And I think that the problem that the Hispanic community faces. Now, I would love to say that I'm part of the Hispanic community, of course.
Right.
The problem is I didn't know my last name was Garcia until I was 16 years old when I met my dad. So my mom raised me as a Gibson.
Okay.
Michael Gibson. And so I don't closely identify with the Mexican populace that comes from Mexico.
Sure.
But all my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Like the kids that I grew up with, South Central, wait a minute, I'm from Riverside. Never mind. That's another.
Not quite South Central.
Stop it. That's my other personality. Anyway, straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Mike G. So yeah, man. So like I barely relate to the struggle for them, right? Because I don't know what it's like to be a fucking migrant farmer. I don't know that. You know what that's like.
Sure.
I mean, of course, I saw fucking.
But here's my question:
the Richie Valens movie, like everybody else. But
if this was an influx of the Irish, or an influx of Polish, or an influx of
right,
would there be the same fervor? I don't think so.
No.
Maybe it just hasn't. Maybe it's just because of the rise of technology. Everybody's come over. There's always been an influx of people. Has that ever stopped?
No,
it's
not
just
at all.
now we fucking talk about it. Now there's the internet,
Finally,
so
yeah.
now we're like all about it and shit. But people are constantly coming. People are constantly going.
Yeah.
I don't.
We put him on blast. So, but here's the thing with Trump, right? Trump says all these things about how good he is at, business, and he doesn't need anybody else's money, and he's a billionaire. He can fucking pay his own ticket.
Right.
That's fine. Pay your own ticket. I hope you fail like a fucking idiot. But
Right.
the thing that I really hate about him is that he's constantly drawing these conclusions about an entire race of people as though it's the truth, and he has no fucking data.
Sure.
Like there's no prove it, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and I'll be your president. We'll fix things. And it's fucking China. Like, shut the fuck up about China, right? We can deal with China, but we've got to be smarter than that. not necessarily smarter, but we've got to be smarter than what we've been and figure that shit out. But god damn it, man, he's just not fucking good for the party.
No,
at all.
I don't think so.
You know, I mean, fuck, what a dick. Get off the Mexicans, man. And I wouldn't have, honestly, if he had said nothing about the Mexicans, I still wouldn't be on his fucking team.
No?
Fuck that guy.
You know, the one thing I do like about him is the fact he talked about closing loopholes and things like that for corporations.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're going to be sending business out, then you got to pay taxes to bring that stuff back in.
That's
I like
right.
that idea. I like the idea of the upper echelon, the 1% paying more, paying their share and things like that.
No
I mean,
shit.
I mean,
you know what I could see? I mean, actually, for that, he's got some value.
Yeah.
I could see a Bernie Sanders.
I love Bernie Sanders.
Right?
He's the best.
Yeah, he's fucking getting it, man.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, all right. So we're not going to actually promote any particular political party.
No.
Fuck you. You're on the edge. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
I love Bernie Sanders, man. Sanders. Anyway, Team Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun with it because every time I see something new on Facebook, and he's really gone social media.
Yeah.
And I love that because he gets it, right?
Yeah.
So he's really connecting with the people that matter, right? Us, that our eyes and our attention are on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all those other places. And so he's really doing the best, I think, out of all of the candidates.
Well, that's the thing is, in his own right, he is, because like Trump, he's kind of stepped away from traditional candidate roles as far as how they promote themselves, things like that. Like Trump has stepped away from that, and that's why people are attracted to him. The same thing's going on with Sanders, but Sanders doesn't have billions and billions to promote himself.
That's true. And he also doesn't have a shitty track record. He's got a great track record. Everything he talks about, he's like, I voted this way. You know, you want to look at what I've been saying my whole fucking career. Here it is. I've been consistent all the way along. He voted against the war in Iraq, and he gave good reasons for why. He said the data wasn't there. You fuckers are lying about this shit, and you haven't learned anything.
Yeah.
You know, we went to war. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is a flip for me. I'm flip-flopping all over the place lately. But it's like, fuck, man, when that all started, I was so pissed off about 9/11, and it was emotionally charged, and all that other shit was going on, right? So in the moment, I was like, yeah, man, we need to attack those motherfuckers. Problem was, it wasn't Iraq that attacked us.
Right.
It was bin Laden.
Right.
It was that network of crazy motherfuckers, right? Religious zealots that feel like America is an evil place. Yeah, we got our problems. Maybe we're a little bit evil, but fuck, man, isn't killing 3,000 people with airplanes evil?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it is. I mean, I haven't killed anybody lately. Have you?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I shot some cars in the expressway.
Hey, wait a minute.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
we're going to have to edit that part out.
Whoa.
God damn it. And you can't mention that I loaned you the gun and the ammo.
Okay.
Anyway. Where's our next spot?
Right.
Where are we going to next?
But no, I think those two candidates are what are separating them out from the rest is because they are not the establishment. The establishment is Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton.
Exactly.
They are the old guard. They are the old way of doing things.
Yeah.
So.
Jeb, here's the thing about Jeb. So this is my 2 cents on Jeb Bush. If I was going to vote for any Republican, it would be Jeb Bush, except for the fact that his legacy or his family or whatever you want to call it, I don't think he can move away from his brother.
All right.
Like I think that's a stigma that's going to go with him and his father as well, because his father did some stupid shit. By the way, he was the director of CIA before he became vice president.
Right.
So he's in the know. If there was any fucking oligarchy and hidden secret society, then that family is fucking deep.
The Bilderberg Group and Camp David. And
Thank you for saying that out loud.
Thank you. Oh yeah, shit yeah.
The
man.
Illuminati.
Oh yeah, Illuminati's a fucking real deal, bro.
I think so, man.
Struggle is real,
I
man.
fucking
We're all
think
headed
so,
towards
man.
that, whatever it is that they want us to do.
Well, the Illuminati was actually a 14th century group that was anti-Catholic.
Yeah.
And they called themselves, they were
Yeah.
illuminated because they were
Right.
outside the constrictions of organized religion.
Yeah.
And weren't they highly invested in science?
This is true.
Right? And the contemporaries of that day were the ones who were supporting them, and a lot of them were well-known scientists.
This is right.
And they were also part of it. So, and now we have these great books by Dan Brown, right, that come out that kind of like highlight some of the shit that might have happened. We don't know. It was all fiction, but fucking great books, right?
I got the feeling me and you watch the same YouTube videos late at night.
Dude, yeah.
Between
I
porn
masturbate
clips.
to the same porn you do. I know that for sure.
Absolutely.
Right?
All right.
Cute Asians. What's next? New topic.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lull. Yeah, because we can't end on I masturbate to the same.
Yeah.
We just can't. We can't end the fucking podcast that way. Shit.
Like, God, that one ended really
That would be
creepy.
bad.
Jesus.
Wow.
I'm really uncomfortable right now.
So is she. Look at her. I probably masturbate to the same porn you do, as well.
I don't even know how to fucking comment to that.
That was how you comment to that right
That's
there.
perfect.
You just did it. That was perfect.
God damn, you're like a pro at this. So good. That's funny. Oh my god. No, so we were looking at some videos. Oh, check this out. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to show you this, man. So I ran across this dude. Like, I'm interested in just fucking fringe stuff like you are.
Sure.
And so I found this guy, man. The Mars Project. So this guy
Are you a PETA follower? Do you follow?
PETA. What?
Yeah, I see a PETA.
Like the.
Am I reading? Oh, that's
group
P-R-I.
PETA?
I'm sorry, I don't have
the
good
fuck are you
vision.
looking at, dog?
P-R-I-A. Thought it said PETA.
PRIA.
I was like, you fucking hippie liberal, you. No.
PRTA.
Yeah.
Project Reality Teamwork Alliance. Oh, that's my son's link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a part of Project Reality. He's a gamer. By the way, if you've ever, if you like fucking gaming and just funny shit, my son's hilarious. He's a little comedian.
Yeah.
Making it happen, and he's online too. He goes to twitch.tv /Nisas's dog,
Cool.
Nissa. Actually, this is his logo right here. Check it out. He's a gamer. That's what he does for a living. He also works at GameStop, so he gets all the great deals, and he knows all the new shit that's coming out. So you go to his YouTube channel, which is Nisas's dog.
Okay.
On YouTube. And you watch his videos, he gets to talk about all that shit, like what's up and coming, the latest releases, and then he also plays the games with people that subscribe to his channel.
Sure.
So if you subscribe to his channel, he'll get your email, he'll reach out to you, and you'll be able to play with him on.
Are you a gamer? Do you play?
No,
Neither do I.
I'm not that fucking technical.
No.
Anyway, back to this, whatever we were talking about. Okay, here it is. So here's this guy, right? And his name is Andrew Basiago, I think is something like that. So he claims that he and a group of other people were a part of a project back in the 70s
Okay.
to it's about time travel and spatial travel. So not just time travel, but they travel between, let's say LA and New Mexico,
Sure.
right? In an instant.
Yeah.
And he claims that this sounds crazy as fuck, but he claims that he was one of the people that helped colonize Mars.
Okay.
And he's traveled through time, and he's done all kinds of other stuff. And there's a colony now. The government has been, for the last 45 years, been putting people on Mars, and they've been researching, and because that's the next planet that we can go live on.
Sure.
It's inhabitable. It's got water and all this other shit. Anyways, guy's fascinating. He's almost credible. I mean, listen to some of the shit he says, but. Hold on, this is really great. There's a part right here where he talks about other people that were in the program, and let me see if I can find it. Where's it at? It was pretty early on. Anyway, here we go. So this is him, I guess.
And I was involved in Project Pegasus initially in 1967-68 when I first teleported between New Jersey and New Mexico as a 6-year-old. And I was officially brought in the fall of 1969.
What?
And
He's legit, bro.
I'm
serious.
Time travel until the end of the summer of 1972 when I was nearing
They
age
paid him
11.
to say this.
During those 4 years, I had
They
4
slapped a suit
summers
on a
in New
bum and
Mexico.
put him in front of a
As
mic and
result
said, "Go nuts."
Teleporting there, spending time there, involved in secret project activities, and then teleporting back to New Jersey, arriving on the afternoon of the day I had originally left.
Because they got to close the loop.
The timeline here is somewhat
Makes sense.
convoluted
There's a
because
time
they're
loop.
using
Right.
time loops to create places where we would do secret work for the Defense Department, and then collapse those time loops by having us teleport back to the day we left on the East Coast. During those years of being immersed in Project Pegasus, there were 5 foreshadowings
Uh-oh.
of the fact that I would find myself going to Mars as a college student 10 years later.
He went to Mars. You hear
The
that?
first was around 1968, the time
okay.
I first began teleporting to New Mexico. My father came home to our home in our
Let's go to
house
this.
in Morris Plains, New Jersey, from
All right,
10
crazy.
teenagers
All right,
enrolled.
crazy fucker.
First, of course,
This sounds like Fringe.
William
This would be a
Brett
great
Sellers
fucking
that
TV
credit
show.
Brett with allowing my memories to come forward.
Oh my God.
Because had he not, I wouldn't be here today talking about the jump room program. I was absolutely blocked on this set of memories as a college student, while during the last 10, 12 years I've been able to readily access my childhood experiences.
Blocked.
So memory is not
How
only
convenient.
precise there that weekend. Now, when I started my campaign to tell my experiences in the U.S. Time Space Program, everybody was telling me there's things
U.S.
you're not gonna
Time
remember.
Space Program.
And arrogantly, I was saying, well, I spent
That
10
sounds
years
so
on
legit,
this.
doesn't it?
From 1999, 2000 to present. You know, it's 2010. I've been.
Look, I don't give a
laughing
fuck
about
what
it
anybody
during
says.
Coast to
Here's
Coast
the
AM and
deal.
other-
Okay, shut the fuck up, dude. Here's the deal. I think we need to have an app, okay, that on your phone, right? Grab your phone out, okay, and you pull up your fucking Google Maps. This is what I want to see happen. I think this would be great because if this shit is real, then guess what? We're ready to fucking stop commuting. So you have your maps, right?
Yeah.
And here it is. Okay, there's your maps.
Okay.
Oh, that actually looks pretty good. So there's your maps. So let's just say, for instance, you have an app on your phone, right? And what you do is you go and you select a spot, right? And then it says teleport, like a little question mark. And then you hit the button, and then you get all shimmery, just like in fucking Star Trek. And then you show up, and hopefully you're all intact. But yeah, man, wouldn't that be fucking cool?
That'd be fucking great.
Right?
We're not that far away.
And Tesla, the guy that owns Tesla, the company, not
Elon
Nikola.
Musk.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon. I bet he could come up with the power source for our fucking phones that would allow that.
He's probably working on
Yeah,
it.
he's already doing some pretty insane stuff as
That
far as
guy's a
renewable
genius,
energy.
man.
He's Tony Stark.
Fuck
He
yeah.
really is,
He's
yeah.
the
Tony
real
Stark.
Tony
He's
Stark.
Good
He's the
adjective.
real Tony Stark.
God damn,
fuck
I
yeah,
love this.
man.
I want him to make an Iron Man suit.
He probably has
I'll
one,
figure
man.
out how to fucking pay for it. You know, like Gary Vaynerchuk say it right. Gary Vaynerchuk wants to buy the jets.
Yeah.
I want a real fucking suit.
You gonna wear that shit?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to have a spot so I let my dick out because I want to fuck on that thing. That would be great, man.
Wow.
It would be awesome.
Bulky.
Why did
Little bulky.
That's all right. I'm all right with it.
Just a little bulky.
Actually, just put a fleshlight in that fucking thing.
There you go.
Anyway, so it'd be like a combination, right? Iron Man suit and tantric massage. There we go.
You'd never leave the house, man.
I'm in.
Why go fight
Fuck
crime when you
I would
got
be
something?
flying, but you could fly around, right, and get that massage happening. And then you got to have the guy that's in your ear talking to you, but have a real sexy, like English female voice, right?
Yeah.
She
Because
has to be Swedish,
Swedish.
right?
Can
Good
you-
accent.
Can you work that accent? Are you any good at
fucking, I
that?
don't do accents.
How about
man.
a sassy black
Right.
lady?
See, if you had a guy like this in your ear and you're like trying to like fly around the fucking country, right? Do I look like I'm from England a little bit? No, I
No.
don't. But see, what's great is that if you look like me and you talk like this, people think you're fucking crazy or you're from Mexico. Fuck Donald Trump. Anyway, this guy's fucking
So
crazy.
this lunatic thinks he traveled back in time.
Dude, he's got fucking videos, man. He's got
Wow.
pictures. Hold on, I'm trying to find this picture that he showed of one of his. Is that it? No,
Is that Steve Martin?
I don't know. Here, here's what I want to do. I want to find this picture that he has of one of his co-jumpers, is what he calls them. People that jumped with him, right? Yeah, seriously, man. He's like, yeah, this guy was in the program, and now he's pretty well known. I can find this motherfucker. This is so funny. You're gonna laugh your ass off when you fucking see this. Okay, you ready? I found it. Boom. Here it is.
Catastrophe around 9500 BC and place a human presence from Earth back on Mars again. It's
of course.
curious that
Yeah, go back in
we
time.
have
So
a
where
great
is he
pyramid
speaking
on our
at, is the
national
question.
currency, on our $1 bill.
Hold on.
I would-
Let's find out. Could be in the published. The time travel Mars cover-ups has been identified as planetary level. Blah blah blah. Sort of experience. It doesn't say. Doesn't say where he's at. Look at
His
this.
suit, he looks a little older.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Maybe
say.
he's just stuck in time.
I'm gonna say it's got to
And
be
it-
past 2008.
If
Yeah,
I'm reading
that's
this
what I
right there,
figured.
it's saying the story of this experience with Barack Obama and the U.S. So, okay, so the president knows that people are.
Check this out, dude.
Terrible.
Listen to the claim that you're about
But
to
also
see.
note that we're living in a time that one of my fellow jumpers in the Mars Jump Room program of the early 1980s A same-aged peer by the name
Fellow jumper.
of Barack Obama, who's president of the United States, then using the name Barry Soetoro.
Man.
I love it. Look at him. He's got a time, like a fucking timepiece and a Pegasus,
Fucking
and like a black
Pegasus,
hole.
yeah.
And there's Barack Obama.
There's Barack
Sometimes in
Obama.
the same jump room, sometimes meeting up on the surface of Mars. And that this
Do you call him B?
individual has
What's up, B?
We don't
now
see it, but
twice
he
been
is
elected
empty in that room. It's all him by himself.
Right.
The
Only one
public
there.
Controversy that's been raised about his
Fucking,
background
this is funny
is
as
whether
shit,
or
though.
not he's a natural-born citizen under Article 2 of the Constitution.
What you really want to know is he a
In fact,
jumper
he was a
or an
direct
alien?
participant in the Mars jump room program of the CIA, and hence is a veteran of the secret space program.
Oh, naturally.
Yep.
So
That makes sense.
My last
I
year
had a
was
feeling.
talking about the
That makes
historical
sense.
lag of 40 years and the fact that we crossed the threshold of time travel by 1970. Here we have a situation where this young Democrat president has been elected twice now by the American people, and we don't know
Oh, here it is.
really anything about him as a result of the sealing of his records. And despite the hundreds of radio interviews I've done and the numerous public appearances, there has been no mainstream
He's gonna get to the
journalistic
birth certificate in a second here. I can feel it.
focused
It's coming.
on President Obama's service in the jump room program. So I'm going to be sharing some of that with you today.
Okay.
Now, my personal experience in the Mars jump room program of the early 80s
It's
had its roots
fascinating. This guy's so full of
in
shit.
my
It's hilarious. But so a lot of what he
Crazy
says.
people make the world go around, don't
right?
they?
You know,
They just make
man.
everything more interesting.
my mom used to work at a place called Patton State Hospital in California. She actually retired from there.
Oh.
She retired from service in the state of California. Okay.
Sure.
And I'm leading up to something, right? But she used to tell me all the time. She goes, "Those people are fucking crazy." And she's like, "You want to know something? If you don't believe in demons, go there and listen to them. Fucking talk about shit. Like, ugh." She's
Far
like,
out stuff and
weird. Just one dude thought his penis was Jesus Christ. Like,
gotta have a beard. And
I don't know what the fuck was going on, but she was like, yeah, he would like worship it and whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's interesting. And then she actually told me, she said, you know what? The one thing you got to remember, Michael, is that they're not all fucking locked up. Like,
Yeah.
they're
Oh, yeah,
not all
fucking
locked
they're
up.
everywhere,
There's
man.
there's a bunch of them out there.
Mhm.
I think we just found one.
yay.
And some of them make YouTube videos.
No, I think 1 out of every 100 people is a diagnosed psychopath.
Psychopath?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
But
like an actual
people-
clinical
Right, yeah.
psychopath.
Schizophrenic.
People automatically think psychopath as in axe murder, but that's not the case.
Okay.
It's a psychopath in the way they don't register emotion like we do. Like,
Yeah.
I can look at you and tell when you're pissed or happy or things like that. They don't
Yeah.
see it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they also this was this book I was reading. There's a kind of
What's the
connection
name
with
of the
that. Aaron just made up a book.
That's a great fucking title.
Aaron's actually gets his information from YouTube.
Aaron's
Aaron's
fucking fake book.
fake book.
You don't read, fucker. You don't talk about
Not really. Actually, I am reading a good book that if you do like Carl Sagan,
I do like Carl
Yeah.
Sagan.
read A Demon Haunted World.
That demon
Very good. I'm reading it right now.
haunted world.
It's a
And you're actually
it's a little verbose, but I think you'd
well,
like it.
so that's a big word.
Thank you.
A demon haunted world. And by the way, am I going to find this on Amazon? Is it on
Yes.
Audibles? Is it?
Amazon, that's where I got it.
Okay, got it. Okay, because
So-
I'm an Audibles. I read books. Yeah, fucking tongue in cheek. I listen to books now. Audible is the shit, dude.
Can you focus on a book listening
Fuck
to it?
yes,
I can't
dude.
do it, man.
I love it. I take notes. But here's the thing. I don't just get the book on Audible. Like, I get it on Kindle as well, so I can read while I'm listening to it.
Oh, that's a good
It's
idea.
a fucking great idea. And you can actually bundle them. So
Yeah.
you can get them both together.
I'm gonna steal that idea.
Go for it.
So where I was going with this
Okay.
was
Sorry, rabbit trail.
that's all right. What are you talking about?
The book you were reading
Carl
called
Sagan.
Farther back. Keep going
Haunted
farther
World.
back.
Oh, the fake book that you were reading.
Farther back.
Shit, do I need to go back? How far back?
Oh,
Fucking the
Oh,
crazy fucker with
psychopaths.
Obama.
Oh, psychopaths. Thank
yes.
you.
Good job. Wow. Hold on. Everybody high five.
Yeah, right.
Right here.
Group high
Boom.
five.
Nice. You fucking saved our asses because you don't know what the fuck is going on.
No.
There we go.
It was talking about so how there's this developing scope of autism, right? And how it seems to get broader and more things are coming into it and whatnot. Now they're actually applying this scope to past serial killers.
Really?
Right.
Really?
And so what they're seeing is, we think of these people as evil, right?
Sure.
But what might actually be evil might be a form of Asperger's syndrome.
My God, you're kidding me.
Yeah, isn't that weird to think about? Like they've diagnosed evil.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Wow.
they've done this diagnosis on who's the Unabomber?
Oh, Ted Kaczynski.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't believe you
him-
didn't know that.
I
man.
know, right? Ted Bundy and a few other guys, but that's what it is. They're thinking it's a form of Asperger's.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna get tested.
I think you should.
You should get tested with all that fucking shooting you're doing on the I-10 lately.
I get tested.
Is
at
it just an
least once a
angry
month,
thing?
if you know
Is
what
it
I'm
just an
saying.
angry thing? Just like is it just an anger thing or
The shootings?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I was like, we don't have guns in Michigan. We're civilized people in Michigan.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
So we moved out here. I moved out here. I bought a gun, started shooting shit.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
funny, man.
Yeah.
That's fascinating, dude. Asperger's. So here's one of the interesting things that I do. Like I love nutrition. I love good, like all of that, right?
Yeah.
And there's so many new things that are coming out that were not. They were not. What's the word I'm looking for? They weren't even not common knowledge. It just was unknown, right? Back in the 60s and the 50s, and we started to develop this fucking pyramid, food pyramid, and everything, and one of the things that fascinates me is that how much we were told no fat, high carb,
I know where you're
eat
going
healthy,
with this. Okay.
blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And it turns out that our genome, right, and our adaptation, we switch back and forth between a glycogenic and a ketogenic metabolism is one of the things that's designed or designed through the food we eat. In other words, we eat food and our body either is a glycogenic or it's a ketogenic.
Okay.
So now what's a glycogenic model of eating, right? It's high carb, wheat, breads, pastas, low fat, right? That would be
Sounds very Italian.
very much, or and lots of fruits and things like that. So
Okay.
sugar based, okay,
Right.
and cake and all that shit, right? If you're eating that food, your body's in a glycogenic state of metabolism.
Okay.
But if you stop eating that and you eat good fats, meats,
Sure.
vegetables, healthy, like not just any meat though, like grass fed and that kind of stuff. You got to eat the good stuff. Your body will then switch to a ketogenic. And here's the interesting thing: ketones are a better fuel than glucose for the body.
Sure.
And feed the brain. So you and I are drinking bulletproof coffee this morning. And fucking good, right?
Yeah, fucking really good.
I make a good pot of coffee, dude.
Yeah.
You got to try this shit out. It's good.
It's really good.
It actually gives you better brain function and all that shit. So they're discovering that particular way of being is causing a lot of the issues that we have in our culture. Like we didn't have Alzheimer's years ago. Cancer was not rampant, right? Back when it was 1 in 30, 1 in 30 people getting cancer. Let's say 100 years ago. Today it's 1 in 2.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And they've
So
and
think about that. Somebody in this room.
One of us has got it.
Yeah.
It ain't me.
Well, it's not me.
Fuck, dude, I'm so sorry.
First herpes, now this.
God damn, you just can't catch a break.
I don't know.
Just can't catch a break. So anyway, so all of that to be said, like they're discovering now that you can through diet erase diabetes. You can diabetes too.
Yeah.
Type 2 diabetes. You can get rid of cancer, through having just changing your diet.
Sure.
Reversing a lot of like ALS, Parkinson's, those diseases that are cognitive, right? They have to do with your neural pathways and centers and all that shit can be reversed by changing the way you eat and eating healthy and eating good fats.
I see.
And making sure that you moderate with omega-3 fatty acids.
Okay.
Because that's a huge one. Because
Yeah.
the omega-6 is fucking death to human beings. That shit's not good for you.
Wow.
So, all right, having said all that,
Yeah.
what if this whole fucking food pyramid was part of the design to cause this kind of a psychosis in human beings? Or really fucking Bilderbergers.
Right.
Yeah, that's some government
And
shit.
to cause sickness and to get us so that we're fucking addicted to the big pharma. Big pharma's on my shit list.
Yeah.
Fucking
Monsanto.
close Monsanto. Fuck yeah. That's a dirty word in this house. All those assholes, right, that have been telling us for years and years and years, yeah, man, it's good to eat that fucking low fat, high carb muffin because it's blueberries. Blueberries are good for you.
Yeah.
But really what the death is the wheat.
Right. Right.
We're not designed to eat wheat. And I had a Monica Fink was on recently, and she was talking about what species is designed to be able to handle wheat and seeds and it's birds. So wheat and bread and all that shit is for the birds, not for human beings.
Yeah.
It's not fit for our consumption. and gluten
Slipped
and
in a pun there. That was pretty good.
yeah, right. Gluten and all that other shit that fucks us up because it's a poison to us.
Well, it's funny that you bring this up. There's something you probably pull it up and read on it. It's called the McGovern Report.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this was something that was put out in the 70s, and they knew a lot of this information. And this guy, the senator by last name McGovern, he actually ran against Nixon, I think.
I remember that.
Yep.
I was not alive, but
Okay. And
I'm a history buff. Fuck you.
right, he put out this report, and it's saying all these things about high sugars, high fats, all this stuff that's in our food and whatnot. Well, of course, some lobbyists stepped in. The whole thing got neutered, and what got left in was the fact that our food has so much high amounts of fat. Now, here's the thing. So you start seeing this wave of products that are coming out that are saying reduced fat. Well, when you take the fat out of food, what happens? Food tastes cardboard.
Eddie's original report.
Oh, go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
what they started doing was replacing it with sugar to
Right.
make up for that.
Exactly.
If you ever look on the nutritional facts, you're never going to see the percentage of sugar in any nutritional facts in any item you'll ever see. That's because lobbyists stepped in and
Yeah.
they didn't want that published.
It's a fucking money thing. You know what we are? And I mentioned this once before on another podcast, but I really feel like what we are like copper tops in the fucking Matrix, right? Except that they're not extracting energy from us; they're extracting money.
I thought you meant Energizer bunnies when you said copper tops.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
But like, we're not plugged into the Matrix to extract energy, right? Electricity from us.
Sure.
They're extracting cash, right? Let's feed us all. Let's feed them all that shit. They get sick. They need big pharma. Oh fuck! Big pharma comes in and says bunch of side effects. Big pharma has a great option for that. Well, let's give you another drug to figure that out, right? Because you've got diarrhea and you've got all this other shit. Oh, and you feel like you might kill yourself? Well, let's give you another pill that would fucking deal with that because you're taking this to deal with this. And really, the thing that would cure it is smoke more weed, eat more good food. No shit.
Well, I mean, I agree with you on the eat more good food part. I
Yeah.
can't smoke weed, but
Well, no. But
know.
the thing is that the human body has an endocannabinoid system. I don't know if you know about this.
yeah, we had a long discussion about
I
this.
shared you
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But their endocannabinoid system exists in all human beings, and it's a receptor system that allows cannabinoids, which the human body produces 21 of its own cannabinoids for that system. And then when you can go out there and get cannabis, which you would think that, that's like an intrusion on the human body. Like cannabis is a bad thing for the human body, but really the cannabinoids that are available through CBD and THC, those actually fit within those receptor sites and cause the cells to work better.
Sure.
So anti-aging, anti-fucking cancer, all of that shit's available through marijuana.
Yeah.
Oops, I said the word. Yeah, big advocate. In fact, at 4:20, I always, anyway.
Yeah.
It's not, is it 4:20 right now? Nope, it's only 3 p.m. Okay. You guys are safe. Anyway, the point is that look at all the things that we've been restricting. Like one of them is 70 years ago, we started saying, hey, marijuana is a bad thing for people and hemp and all that other shit. So we cut that out, right?
Yeah.
And then we have, what's good for you, right? Fat, sugar is bad for you. So we're gonna give you what it was flipped. I'm sorry. Fat's bad for you for the heart. And sugar's good for you for the taste. Oh, well, let's go ahead and feed our copper tops that shit, right? And we'll extract more money out of them and more money until we're cutting off our own legs because we're so stupid we don't fucking stop eating that shit. We get diabetes and it's a big fucked up thing.
Yeah.
It's a systemic problem.
Yeah.
All right, so enough of that deep bullshit. What else?
That was deep. That was heavy.
Right, yeah. That's what I do.
And then you inflate the dollar, so there's you can never get enough.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And we're addicted. Sugar is more addictive than fucking heroin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's true. No, it actually is true. It
Yeah.
is. And one of the things I think that that pisses me off is when we talk about big pharma, but like fucking Oxycontin. So when that shit came out, when they produced or when they released Oxycontin, they had all these studies that said that it was less addictive than any other opiate, right? And it's an opiate. I mean, Oxycontin's an opiate.
Yeah.
And they said that it was less addictive, but they had fucked with the results. The company that makes, I don't even, what was it, Pfizer?
Pfizer probably.
Probably Pfizer.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Pfizer. So they came out with skewed results.
Okay.
Released the drug. People started dying from it. The addiction level was so fucking high.
Yeah.
They had to come clean. You know how many people went to prison?
None.
None.
But that's the classic story whenever
Here's
these
a
things
billion.
happen.
They
Always have somebody that's going to step in and omit something.
Yeah.
They're going to work with some politician, omit some information, and push to the public.
Well, think about how much money that pill makes.
Oh,
how
absolutely.
much fucking billions it brings in. Just that.
Yeah,
Just that one.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You know, my mom has Alzheimer's, so this is why I'm so educated now. With like, and look, I didn't smoke weed until about a few months ago. October of 2014 is when I started smoking weed. Yeah, no kidding. And the reason that I did is because I educated myself, and I started looking at, what are the benefits?
Yeah.
Like, if there are benefits, what are the benefits?
Sure.
Right? I wanted to know, not just to get high, but to know, because my mom has Alzheimer's, and I'm looking at that going, fuck, there's got to be something that's going to help her, right? And THC is a neurogenerative element. So it means it creates or strengthens the neural pathways that are in our brain. Wow. Well, if that's true, I wonder what would happen if we started to give CBDs and THC in liquid form or edible form to an Alzheimer's patient. And I would love to see.
They're already working on stuff like that.
Exactly. That's what's happening right now.
Like the Scandinavian countries are miles ahead of us on this stuff.
We're stupid fucking wrapped up in the FDA and all this other bullshit. And sorry, FDA is just a fucking joke, man.
Seriously.
They really are. They're not fucking telling us the truth. And half the shit that they say is okay to eat on our fucking shelves is really poisonous for human beings.
That's true.
Fuck the FDA. Anyway, my rant. That's it. So continue what you were saying about
herpes.
Hold on. Yeah, herpes. What was it? Let's go ahead and shoot back over here to Kealoha. What the hell were we talking about before I interrupted everybody?
I sincerely don't remember.
Oh, shit, you're our go-to girl for that
Audible.
shit. Yeah, Audible.
Audible.
You gotta have like a little button that has like a train wreck sound every time that happens. What were we talking about? I don't remember.
That's a great idea, dude. See, that shit just got entered into the fucking watch. This is gonna happen right here. Train sound.
Rash.
Wait, no. Okay. Now, so we're gonna add that in
ADR
later.
that.
Oh, I see what you're
We're gonna edit that shit in. Yeah.
Smart. There you go.
Right.
See, I'll take credit for that one.
You take credit for that
Yeah.
one. The train sound from now on is a function of Aaron K being fucking awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We were talking about Audible.
Yeah, it's a good idea though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with more books because I hate reading.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's the worst.
With technology,
I'm the opposite.
Shit, man.
Do you like reading?
She likes to
I
read.
love reading, man.
See, that's the thing. It seems like people either love reading or they just,
Yeah.
they just don't like doing it. And I like words. I like big words. I like vocabulary, things like that. But I'm just sitting down and reading is.
I love
That
just
was a four-syllable or road.
syllable.
Vocabulary. That's a vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Is that 5? 4. It's 5.
It
We're
took us
we're
all
tech
a few
people,
seconds.
not English
Let's get
people,
another one.
okay?
Let's
we
get
all,
another
we
one.
were all
Yeah.
like,
Let's try another one. Train wreck.
Train wreck. Train wreck.
Oh shit. Anyway, I pulled up a video about McGovern. That's what we were talking about. The McGovern report.
oh, fuck, it's right on the screen.
It's only right in front of us.
It's in front
Holy
of us.
shit. All right, let's listen in on this.
Ford
bitch.
urged Americans to reduce their risk of heart attacks by reducing their intake of cholesterol down to the equivalent of about 1 egg a day.
There were eminent scientists of the time saying this is nonsense. There is no good scientific evidence that either fat or cholesterol, is at the root of heart disease.
Thank you.
I said to the professor that I was working with, this is not right. Animal fat's not causing this, and this is not what the data says.
I have pleaded in my report and will plead again orally here for more research on the problem before we make announcements to the American public.
Well, I would only argue that senators don't have the luxury that a research scientist does of waiting until every last shred of evidence is in.
The McGovern Committee's report was written by a young staff member who happened to be a vegetarian and had no background in medicine or health research. The committee recommended a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet for everyone and offered some ideas that could only spring from the mind of a politician.
But Senator Schweiker of Pennsylvania suggested that instead of discrediting the committee's report, the eggmen should be out developing hens that would lay low-cholesterol eggs.
Oh, come on.
Soon after the McGovern report was issued, the USDA got into the act. Carol Tucker Foreman, the assistant secretary at the time, believed in the low-fat diet theory and wanted to issue official government guidelines to tell everybody how to eat. To make sure she was on solid scientific ground, she consulted with Philip Handler, the head of the National Academy of Sciences. Just one little problem. Handler told her the McGovern Committee's report was nonsense. So she did what any dedicated government official would do. She ignored him, shopped around for a scientist who agreed with her, then issued the guidelines. Thanks to a handful of politicians with no background in science, the heart-healthy benefits of a low-fat diet became official government policy. And real scientists got the message loud and clear. Tell us what we already believe, or you can say goodbye to your lucrative government funding.
Interesting.
There you go.
Interesting.
There you go. They want to keep us
How
fat
do you
and
know
stupid.
this shit, man? That's so great, dude.
I don't have a lot of friends. I watch a lot of TV.
You don't. You don't have any friends.
It's true.
I mean, I wanted to be your friend one time, and you was like, you fucking handed me like this 4-page fucking application.
Yeah.
And I told you to fuck off.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was like, I need you to fill this out.
I was like, don't you have an online app or something? And you were like, no. And why do you want to know what my blood type is? I don't know.
Well, you know, in case I have to murder you.
That's
for
irrelevant.
blood.
I mean,
Right.
Fucking kill me. I mean,
Case-
my blood is useless to you at that point.
Well,
are you AB negative?
I'm B negative.
You're B negative?
Yeah.
Well, I could save your life. So if you kill me,
see, there we go.
So that's is that why, or you're just really you want to know what blood type it is, so you can siphon it out of me and give it to your fucking Dracula lover? Is your girlfriend a vampire?
She is a little pasty.
Okay.
But she's not a vampire.
Okay.
She's more of a hippie, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Does she smoke weed?
No.
She doesn't?
No. She has the occasional glass of wine or a beer, but
see, now that's you know.
She lives a very moderate life.
Good.
And very clean eating.
See?
She's a good girl like that.
Good.
Yeah.
So this whole McGovern bullshit, right? Everything that we just watched is just fucking kind of supports our rant.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, like,
lunatics ranting in mics. This just supported it.
Supported everything we just said about it.
Right.
I guess. I don't know.
God bless him.
I like the lunatic part.
Yeah.
I can relate to it.
Well, I'm glad YouTube can find evidence for our opinions.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
you can always find something that'll support your.
Sure. In fact, I have
I
this
did the
opinion.
research.
I have this opinion. No shit. I have this opinion that the U.S. government has a secret time traveling department.
Really?
Probably around the 1970s is when they started it. And
Don't say.
Christ.
Is there any black people involved in this?
There might be.
I mean,
I don't know. Actually, I hear there's some pretty high level people involved at this.
Wow, that's
you know, don't
crazy.
say anything, but Obama is a jumper, and that's an actual term.
Okay.
In the program.
Like that's.
We actually have jumpers in the program.
That sounds legitimate.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or it sounds like somebody on the top of a building ready to just fucking end it all, but
They're trying to not have us vaccinate our kids. That's what's going on here.
Oh, don't get me started.
Jesus
Vaccinations.
Christ. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Go
Anti-vaxxer
ahead.
or pro-vaxxer?
Wait, what are you, pro-vax or
man.
anti-vax?
So.
Yes. Let the hate flow from you.
We only have 13 minutes left, so make it good.
No, just that fucking why the oh my god, it's flu season. It's flu season.
Spit it out.
Yeah, no shit, it's fucking flu season. Right? It's cold outside. People are gonna get sick. Does that mean that you always need to inject a chemical into your fucking body so that it'll fight off the natural responses that are supposed to take place so that your body will like naturally overcome that shit?
Okay.
Like why what's the drive and the wanting to push every single fucking year for everybody to get vaccinated? I'm just really like, I haven't been vaccinated. Fuck. I don't remember, right?
Big pharma.
Yeah, it is, man.
So I no outside chemicals in you as far as that goes. No outside.
I mean, why?
Yeah.
My body's dealing with enough just trying to exist in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Why put more shit in it?
I haven't had the flu in fucking 30 years. No shit.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't had a serious flu outbreak in 30 years. But that's probably a function of I don't eat sugar. So if you think about the time that the flu hits in America.
Oh, I didn't.
Think about when flu hits, okay? It's usually around Christmas. It's usually like, right around that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so what have we had happen in our calendar since then, right? October 31st comes around. We're eating a shitload of candy and sugar. Oh, what's coming up in a few more weeks is Thanksgiving. We eat all the candied yams and all that fucking not so good food for you, lots of bread, lots of fucking gluten, and your body's taking it in, and finally Christmas hits, and we're fucking Christmas cookies, and not fucking Christmas cookies. We're eating fucking Christmas cookies. God, phrasing. So we're having all this food that's really sugar laden, tons of wheat, lots of fucking shit.
Yeah.
And no wonder your body starts to go, hey, fuck, asshole, stop eating that, right? And then, oh shit, you're sick. I don't think it has anything to do with a virus that just shows up every fucking year. I think it has to do with what we're putting in our bodies, what we're stuffing our faces with. Anybody want to weigh in?
No, that's a really excellent question. I've never had that thought.
This guy's choking up.
No,
fuck you. I like Christmas. I thought you were Jewish, dude.
That's a good question.
Don't you know where there's a war on Christmas and we're trying to perpetuate it? Us lefties are trying to perpetuate a war on Christmas. Yeah.
That's lefties. Fuck you, I'm a lefty. Are you talking about like commie, pinko, those kind of lefties?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that kind of lefty.
I'm just left-handed. That's what I meant. Anyway.
Those goddamn left-handed sons of bitches.
We're going to take over the world.
We should put them in camps.
Peeking the brain. Start with Obama. He's a lefty.
Is he a lefty?
You're goddamn right.
I don't know that.
Watch him sign something next time.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's almost as smart as me. I mean, he's above average. Sometimes shit just comes out. I'm sorry.
Go with it, man.
It's
Keep
like,
going.
yeah. I thought it was funny at the time. He's probably going to. He was on Mark Maron. He was on a podcast.
That was so good.
Wasn't that a good podcast?
That was great, yeah. I love the point he made about, and this could apply to, I guess, any president really, is that these politicians come in and they promised making these changes that are 45-degree changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the very best, somebody can only come in and make a 1-degree change. You know what I mean?
Shit,
That's
yeah.
progress. That's what it is.
It is, yeah.
We expect these very high bars of things to change, but they're really not. They're not going to. You know?
No. It's like I said before. It's a systemic issue. It's broken at that level. It's not necessarily. It's also broken policies, and bad science, and that's what's been running this fucking country for decades. We're not telling the truth, so that's why I get so angry. That's why I get so upset. That's why I have an Edge podcast, because I want to fucking blow the whistle on some assholes.
Sure. And
put them on blast and let them know, you know what? We're fucking listening now. We actually have better data than you do, and we're gonna say something about it. And you're gonna stop feeding us all this fucking terrible food, and you're gonna stop telling us that we have to take your fucking medicines, and we're gonna start smoking lots of weed and being happy.
Fucking A, man.
Sounds like a good time.
And Bernie Sanders is 420 friendly. I don't know if he smokes it, but he's all about like, let's legalize it. He actually made a statement that it's ridiculous that we have people in prison for something like marijuana use.
Yeah.
Not just selling, but marijuana use. Like there was a guy that just got out. I don't know if you saw this on Facebook recently, but he did 20 years for having a couple ounces of weed on him, and he was selling. He was selling. He was a dealer.
Yeah.
But this guy looks like he could have been, somebody's uncle.
Yeah.
And not a scary uncle either, but like a normal uncle. And they let his ass out, and he's like, look, man, his statement to the world when he got out was, there's a lot of good people in prison right now.
Yeah.
We need to let them out too.
Yeah.
Like, not just me. So fucking legalize it, and then retroactively go back and let those people out, and then fucking shut down these private prisons, because it's bullshit that our citizens of the United States are worth more to the state they're living in prison than they are fucking paying their, their dues and whatever they're doing, like fucking living month to month and week to week, paycheck to paycheck. They're worth more to the state in prison, locked up in a fucking bed because they fill that spot,
sure,
than they are out making, feeding their kids and whatnot. It's fucked up, man. It's a broken fucking system. Right, that's my fucking soapbox. Next, somebody else. I just stepped off. Go ahead. A lot of pressure.
I don't know
right?
if I can follow that one. That was pretty good.
Like a pressure, man.
Follow that?
Yeah, that was.
That's Mike G's take on all that bullshit anyway. And I know I say I smoke weed and all this other stuff, right? Like I'm not high right now, although I will be in a few minutes. The interesting thing about it is that I've had this complete change in my mental ability.
Yeah.
Like it's actually expanded my ability to think.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was really feeling like when I found out my mom had Alzheimer's, I was scared, man. I was like, fuck. First of all, I don't want to be affected by it, and I know that I could be. And then the second thing is, well, how do I reverse it? Now I'm thinking of my mom now. I'm like, how could I reverse her? My mom is brilliant. I mean, she's an artist. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's sharp. But there are blank times where she's looking at you like she has no idea what's going on.
That's hard to watch.
It is very tough. Yeah. And so I'm dealing with that right now. And so some of the things that I've been learning, right, especially around cannabis and how that affects the body and how it can benefit the body. But more importantly, what we put in our mouths. And I think if we can change that as a culture, if we can start to really, kids that are more likely to die of a heart attack than their parents.
Sure.
That's the situation we're in right now. Something's got to fucking change, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, use some common sense.
Well, here's a little tip. If you want to start living a healthy diet, but you don't know how, my girlfriend told me this, just stay to the perimeter of the
grocery store.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. Just don't go down the middle aisles.
Right. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. This is something that I thought I was just thinking about. I was high and I was thinking about I think about stuff. I was like, you know what? Walk in with a can of spray paint. Okay, and just spray paint everything in the fucking store. Everything, broccoli, fucking take out out of like the package, like the meat and stuff, and spray paint the meat itself, and then go through and spray paint all the cans and everything on all the shelves, all the fucking boxes, right? And if this is something that you could actually dig into and eat with the spray paint on it, don't eat that. Does that make sense? Did I just fuck your head up a little bit?
Yeah,
a little bit, man.
Take all the natural ingredients, spray paint on them, and then essentially any boxed item or anything packaged within it, some sort of unit, can't be edible.
Yeah, I think there's a better way to say it, and I didn't say it that way. I think there's a better way to say it. But like, if this is something that you wouldn't eat, because it's got spray paint on it, that's the stuff you should probably eat.
You went kind of a roundabout way. Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense better?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
She had to decrypt that for me.
Thank you.
Because I was kind of, what? So wait, you want me to eat spray paint? What the fuck are you saying, man?
Crazy? Yeah. So now you understand? Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. I'll come up with a better one next time, somewhere, somehow. Train wreck.
It happens. What are you gonna
Insert train wreck here. God damn, this was fun. We're
almost out of time?
Yeah, we're almost out of time. Is there anything you want to say to me or to K-Aloha or to our audience?
Oh man, no, thanks for having me on, man. And
it's fun, dude.
It's a lot of fun. So
it's a blast.
Yeah, learned some stuff today, and
hell yeah, you dropped some knowledge on us too, man. I mean, this is really great.
Well, hey,
where are you going to be at next? Laugh Factory in LA. Where are you going to be at next?
Yeah.
When's your special taping?
My special is going to be taping
your
in
HBO.
In my living room.
Okay.
And
green screen. Fake audience.
Yeah. Somebody finds me funny. I know that. I mean, I don't know.
Funny is the best way to get laid, dude.
Think so?
Oh yeah. Because if you can't make a woman laugh, you'll never make her come. You'll never get the opportunity.
Well, by that logic, I should. I'd never be getting laid. But,
you're a funny dude, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
you
that
all the time, sure.
Thank you.
You know. Yeah. So anyway, good times, guys.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
K-Aloha, thank you so much for being our color commentator.
Sure.
I don't even know what that means. Just for hanging out with us. You're awesome.
She was great. She filled in the gaps just perfectly.
CEO of Awesome. And she's got a better memory than I do at this point. I'm still working on it.
Smoke more pot.
I'm gonna. Thank you. That's great advice.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's great advice.
Great advice.
I think I will.
Take that one.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Edge Podcast. We've been in studio with Aaron K and K-Aloha A. Hold on. Do that again, man. Boom. There it is. So, and really appreciate you guys being here. This is a lot of fun. I like doing just goofy stuff like this, and sometimes we get deep and whatever, and that's just how it rolls. But it was a great podcast. I really enjoyed having you, and we will see you next time. Same bat. No, I'm not going to say that. Fuck that. See you on the Edge next time.
Word.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Cause I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you fuck with me, I put my foot in your ass. See, I don't give a fuck cause I